Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Self-discovery channel. This is the topic given to me by my boss here, Jill. This is the principle which I followed throughout my life. Always remain as a subordinate. So all the responsibility goes on her and I relax. If you want to be happy in life, never be a leader, be a follower. See? For example, husband and wife are friends. A wise husband always follows the wife. See? Therefore, I follow whatever Jill tells me. So here I am to talk to you on self-discovery channel. When we have to discover, we have to understand the meaning of the word discover. See? Something is creation. Something is discovery. For example, out of the things we create, like here so many things are created. So creation demands action. Suppose you have to create good food out of the raw material that you get from the market. You have to work on it. So wherever there is a creation, there is action. Wherever there is a creation, there are following things. Number one, when we do action, we have to cross distance because it is far away. We do action because it is not complete. So to add something so that it can become complete. Otherwise, tell me why a young, healthy, educated, free boy thinks about getting married. Why? Because he has a sense of incompleteness. And then he starts, what a life without a wife. Once that virus goes in his head, then he starts for fishing. See? I was in New York, and evening time I was walking on the side in the Manhattan. And there was one old lady sitting there, very simple way, in a glass, little water, and a fishing hook was inside, and she was sitting like this. So the passerby thought, probably gone case. So he asked, excuse me, how many fish you had since morning? She looked at him, didn't talk. So he took out $1 bill and put in front of her. Then she said, you are 10th. Our life is beautiful, isn't it? So if there is something lacking, we have to add. If something is distant, we have to go. If something is impure, we have to clean. These all things require action. And whenever we do any action, every action begins in time, remains for some time, and ends after some time. Like talking is an action. So we have started at 6 o'clock. Thank God we'll end at 7 o'clock. So any action which begins ends. And therefore, this is the fashion today of doing meditation. Because they want to do something. Till such time, we are lost in doing this or the other. We are not qualified for discovery. What is discovery? Many times it must have happened with you. Our own, let us say, a chain or the keys. Keys are somewhere on the table, and some paper or some cloth, something is covering that. And we are searching everywhere. I don't know where it has gone, where it has gone. And then ultimately, out of frustration, we want to clean the table, and there we get it. Whenever something is discovered, it is not created, it already exists. Self discovery. We don't have to create anything, only discover. See? Now, let us take one or two examples to understand this point. The fire, when you burn, naturally it goes upward. You may do it down, but fire will go up. That is its nature. If you pour water, it will go downwards naturally. You can stop it. Exactly the same way. Why we all want to go to sleep? We are discovering, okay, think. Why we want to go to sleep? Because what actually we get in sleep? Nothing. We lose everything. In sleep, we are neither rich nor poor, neither educated nor uneducated, neither young nor old, neither Britishers nor Indians. We are nobody. We have nothing. We are nowhere. We are never. Time, space, object, individuality. Everything is dropped. Next time you go to sleep, don't demonstrate now. Next time you go to sleep, find out how exactly step by step we go to sleep. First of all, we withdraw ourselves from the whole world. It is not action, it is knowledge. We withdraw from the whole world. Everything, good or bad, success, failure, friends, enemies, everything we drop. We come back home. After we come back home, we drop the whole house. We enter our room. We drop the things in the room. We go below the quilt. And after everything is dropped, then the last thing, what is the last thing? I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Till such time, I and want is, sleep doesn't begin. And when this I, who wanted to sleep, even when he is dropped, what remains is only sleep. And what is our experience of sleep? We are all happy. We don't have to do anything, only discover. Discovering our own day to day experiences. We don't have to seek God above the clouds. We all have gone by air. Have you seen anywhere about the cloud? No air. See? He is not far distant. We have to cross the distances and go. He is not to be improved because he is impure. Nothing has to be added to him because he is infinite. Then where is he? That is our divine nature. Discover this. Don't have to create anything. See? And therefore, the first step we have to understand that discovery doesn't create anything. Whatever is revealed. Like we all know Newton. If I were with Newton and gone in the same apple garden, he saw the apple falling down. What I would have done, taken it, clean and start eating. I know only one thing, eat, nothing else. But that genius, he saw something beyond. And then he did not create the law of gravity. It was already there. He discovered. Therefore, there are scientific discoveries. In the same manner, we have to discover. See? And discovery can happen only by inquiry, not by action. See? So, if this we are clear, convinced, then let us go further. If we analyze our experience has got three components. One is the object of experience. Second is the experience of the object. And third is the experiencer. Now, this is an object, a mobile phone. This is a mobile phone, the phone doesn't know. It doesn't know. Whether we use it as a paperweight or hit somebody with this, it's an inert object, object of knowledge or experience. Second thing, who knows this is a phone? I know. So I is the experiencer. See, now the phone is here, I is here, but they are not connected. Can there be an experience? There cannot be experience. Therefore, the object of experience coming in contact with the experiencer, the experience happens. So every experience has these three components: experiencer, experienced, and experiencer. Now, out of these three, which is under our control? See, this world we experience. Is this world under our control? We can do nothing. Like, tsunamis come, earthquakes happen. Nothing is under our control. So the world is not under our control. Sometime rain, sometime earthquakes, volcanoes, accidents, not under our control. Then what can be under our control? Ourselves. See. So we go next step. How the experiencer interacts with the objects. So again the same example. This is a phone. I'll tell you about this phone, the story about this phone. This is a phone. Now, this phone doesn't say, hey, I want to come to you. It's by itself happy. But then I look at the phone and start projecting something. Now, this is another important principle. Be very attentive. Our mind has two aspects. One is perception. Second is projection. See? You must have seen a boy moves around. He has seen so many girls around. And he goes ahead, no problem. But one girl, he looks at her more carefully, starts projecting. See? This happened somewhere here only in UK. He asked me afterwards, Swamiji, will you please guide me? And he was asking me about marriage to an unmarried person. Can there be a better joke than this thing? So I said, what is the reason? He said, you know what happened? That day I went to a temple and I was praying before the Lord. And that very time, a thought came in my mind, oh Lord, let me be blessed with a most intelligent, beautiful, obedient, and traditional wife. All impossibilities together. Such a species is not created by God as yet. So, when he was praying, that very time, the bell rang. Tan. And he said, I got the message from the God that my prayer is answered. And I saw who rang the bell, and there was a girl standing there. I got God's message. God has got better things to do than arrange a wife for you. See? So, first he saw, heard, and then projected. Now be attentive. We stand in front of the mirror, and a bird also stands in front of the mirror. Both of us see. We see our reflection in the mirror. What is our interaction? And the bird sees its own reflection in the mirror. What is its interaction? Oh, there is somebody there. I don't know who is that fellow. Start pecking. So when he pecks, that bird also pecks. See, he is there. He's the enemy number one. And then tries, let me go behind the mirror. Goes behind the mirror. Oh, I think he has run away, probably afraid of me. Again come. Oh, again he has come. He's not going. And then he thinks, let me go to temple, let me go to church, let me do some charity, let me do meditation, let me do yoga. And all things he does and opens his eyes. Oh, it is still there. My God, it's not going. What should I do? What should I do? He may do anything in his life. Reflection will not go. But why we are not disturbed? Because we have recognized the reflection in the mirror is a virtual reality, not the actual reality. We are the actual reality. So, perception followed by projection creates the problem in life. See? And these projections then, they cover the wisdom. See? One more example I'll tell you. This is a very beautiful experiment which I did in India. There was a big police officer. Very rare case. He was deeply involved in spiritual life. And he is very much close to me. One evening he came and he said, Swamiji, I cannot come for the talks because too much of duties and I don't know when I will get time. But today I somehow found time and came to you. Please give me homework for 1 year so I can work on it. I said, very good. It was about 8, 9 o'clock. Unlike here, it was dark. So I said, close the door. He closed the door. Switch off the lights. He switched off the lights. I said, what do you see now? I said, don't answer in a dumb manner. Be careful in answering. If you say something wrong, you'll get banging. I said, what are you seeing now? He said, nothing, darkness. I said, again, I am repeating it. Don't give such answers which are out of no thinking. No, really, I don't see anything, only darkness. I said, my dear friend, first error, first mistake. Eyes cannot see darkness. Eyes can see only lights. Yes. I said, okay, never mind. I switch on the light. He switched on the light. Again, the same question. Now tell me, what are you seeing? He started enumerating the things. I am seeing you, the table, the phone, the laptop, your shoes, water bottle, all this, blah, 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 blah. And more. I saw all these things. I said, I am seeing something more. Now, what are you seeing, Swamiji? I said, I am seeing the light. Without light, can you see anything? Oh, yes, you're right. So, in addition to the objects, we are seeing the light. And still something more? No, no, nothing. Now I'm clear. There's nothing more. Objects and the light. I said, still, you are wrong. Think deeply. He said, I don't know what to tell you. I said, okay, I'll tell you. I am seeing electricity. Now see the perception. First, the darkness covered the vision. Then, the objects covered the vision. Then, the light covered the vision. So, as long as we are lost in these worldly objects, we cannot come back to our divine nature. And what we do in deep sleep is uncover ourselves, drop one by one. All the riches, all the poverty, all the problems, health, disease, everything is slowly, slowly drop to such an extent that we remain as nobody. And it is rightly said, nobody is happy. It is very true. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. So, what is the real discovery? Unburden this burden of somebody that we are carrying on our head. Then we discover. It's not a process of creation of anything. It's already there. We have to just discover. See? And in this process of discovery, what is required is only one thing. Sincerely, we have to analyze our own experiences. So, the mind has two aspects. One is perception, second is projection. Now, if we have a mind like a mirror, so what is a mirror and what is our mind? See, mirror is one which reflects everything but doesn't get influenced by the reflection. If it is the reflection of the fire, that reflected fire does not burn the mirror. If it is the reflection of the reflected water does not make the mirror wet, because the mirror is only reflecting, not reacting. Projections are our mind's reaction followed by perception. So, what will be the discovery? See, friends, whenever I see any object, I tell you how this phone has come to me. I had another phone, iPhone, and then this phone was with somebody in US. It happened, and she was showing me, Swamiji, this phone is so nice. You can have wider screen, and it is very nice. It is very big storage and all that. And slowly, slowly put data in my head. Afterwards, I realized she wanted my phone. And when so much of data was given, then the value for this object was increased in my mind. And whenever we give value to anything, either we want it or we want to reject it. When our mind interacts, there are only two interactions. One is I like it, second is I don't like it. There is no third reaction. So when I like something or somebody, what will happen? I will run after that. When I dislike something, I will run away from that. So what is our life? Run or run. Constantly running. And then we say, I am tired in life. Relax, man, relax. See, therefore, if we are knowing this principle, that it is we who are solely responsible for every mess of our life. Nobody is responsible. And why? Because we have not learned, we have not discovered from the experiences of our own life. We have to discover. Nobody can do it for us. If I am hungry and I am lazy, I can tell Jill, Mom, you take food on my behalf, I am lazy. She will take, but my hunger will not go. See, if I am ill and I don't like bitter medicines, so if I tell my friend, hey, you please take medicine on my behalf, he will take also, but my disease will not go. Therefore, we have to live our life, we have to die our death, we have to discover ourselves. There is no proxy in life. If there are two types of things, if I get a great award, let us take, Nobel Prize. I know I don't want it also. If I get Nobel Prize and I am very busy, so I tell my friend Steve, excuse me, I can't go. Will you please go and receive on my behalf? He'll be happy. Go, I'll go there to get it. After that was over, then this is just a story. Nothing has happened. Okay. Then they discover I am a great drug smuggler and a killer of many people, and they have found out this. Then they pass the judgment, hang him to death. Again, I say, Steve, I am very busy. Will you please go? No, we have to live our life. We have to die our death. We have to discover who we are. Nobody can help us in this thing. And this can be done only by analyzing our own experiences. So, when we come across any object, what is our projection on the object? See? Whenever we go in the shopping mall here and there, when we see something, what happens in the mind, focus attention on that. See, many times you must have seen, because the things are available on sale, cheap, we buy it. Whether we require or we don't require. And after that, then we have a garage sale, what you call here boot sale. In US, it is called a garage sale. They'll be collecting so many things. Then there is no place to keep. Then garage sale. Hare Ram Ram. Why this happens? Because when we see an object, what goes on in our mind? Focus attention on that. First of all, this object is good, this is cheaply available, this is very nice, and therefore I must have it. We don't inquire, do we need it? See, you go in your houses, you have got walk-in wardrobes. There are so many dresses are pathetically hanging. And how many of them we use? But when a question comes of giving it to somebody, no, it will be useful. When? After death? See, therefore, the first step, if we really want to discover the self, the first step is let us not unnecessarily start collecting the garbage in our life. So many things we keep on collecting. I was in where uh, Melbourne, and my friend he constructed a new house and a different type. Every bedroom will have attached bathroom, very big house he constructed. And then he invited me to have some first entrance and all that, housewarming. So he was showing me every room. When it came to his daughter's room, she stood there. Swamiji, you are not coming in my room. I don't want you to come. I said, I will come now. And I entered. And just next to the door, there was a shoe rack. There were more than 30, 40 pairs of shoes. I said, you have got only two legs. So many pairs of shoes. Thank God you are not a centipede. What you would have done? Keep on accumulating, accumulating. And our whole life goes on that. Thus, our wisdom is covered by the worldly objects. See? Discovery is a journey from the periphery to the center. What is the periphery? Where we are lost. So we are lost in two places, possessions and relations. Now, for example, this is just example, I am very fond of a particular color. See, I like red color. I don't like yellow, yellow, dirty fellow. Now, what is the logic behind it? For likes and dislikes, there is no logic. But whole life is guided by these likes and dislikes. And as a result, we are so much obsessed and influenced by the worldly objects that our vision is covered. Now start discovery. Be attentive. Colors and forms are many, vision is one. For the brown color, there are no brown eyes. For the green color, there are no green eyes. For the blue color, there are no blue eyes. For the yellow color, there are no yellow eyes. Eyes are common. Eyes means vision. Now, the vision does not have color, shape, form. The same eyes can see all the forms. So, if we want to discover ourselves, what will be the journey? From this example, let us not be obsessed with our personal choices in life. Lesser the choice you give to yourself, happier you are. More the choice you give, miserable you are. Just observe this in our day to day life. Therefore, when we are clear about this thing, how does it matter? What is there? It's okay. Go ahead. So, when we are no more obsessed with the worldly objects, we have taken one bold step in self discovery. From the worldly objects, we have migrated to our sense organs. This is the first journey. And this journey is not in time. This journey is not in space. This journey doesn't require any expenditure. This journey requires only an ounce of wisdom. And how it can be gained? Be attentive. Right from childhood onwards, if we analyze our life, when we were kids, how much mad we were after things, the toys and games and all that. As we started growing, we grew out of the desire for those toys. We have no hatred for them. The children can play. But we are no more interested and mad to get and possess those toys because we are growing up. We are grown out of them. Exactly the same way, a wise person grows out of the worldly possessions. A wise person grows out of the obsession about possessing things and beings. See? Then we have started our journey from the not self to the self. See, these two words, this term may not be a common term. I is the self. What is this? It is a phone. Are you a phone? I am not phone. So phone is an object and I is the subject. Subject is the self. So I am self, but I am not the not self. So this journey of self-discovery starts from the not self towards the self. So for the colors and forms which are not self, the self is the vision. First step. See? Therefore, in this Maha Mantra which we have given you, there is one statement in Hindi and English also translated. Hindi is Dekho suno mat bolo. English is see, hear, no comments. See? Observe this. how much we have developed this faculty that about everything in this world we have to comment. We have to comment. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, but I don't like it. Who asked you? See, many times this happens, my friends. And when we start commenting on something, we have given a status of reality to that. Do we comment on the mirage waters? Oh, how beautiful mirage waters are there. Let us go and take a bottle. I will like to show to my kids how the mirage water looks. No. We see that and we drop it. We don't discuss about it because we know it is an illusion. Exactly the same way. Worldly objects have value only because of the sense organs. For a blind person, colors and forms don't exist. For a deaf person, sounds don't exist. And what is the world? World is only these two factors, name and form. Be very attentive, I am taking you deeper. This is a phone, it has got a form. This phone does not know it is called as phone. Who knows it is a phone? I know. So if the world is name and form, means where forms are outside, name is in me. So the world includes me also. And we have to get freedom from this I, not freedom for I. This is what exactly happens in deep sleep. There is no I. Therefore, we are happy. The moment there is I, you cannot be at peace. See? Therefore, this is the first step in our self-discovery journey, that let us develop this faculty. Dekho suno mat bolo. See here, no comments. Mind will slowly start remaining calm and quiet. Now, how do we do this? Is it possible? By practice, everything is possible. Be attentive. Like vision is the cause, colors and forms are the effects. Colors and forms are many, vision is one. If there are many colors and forms added, suppose you are now 50, 60 here, if you become 5,000, will it be a burden to the vision? No. If you all disappear, will there be any loss to the vision? No. So my vision means everybody's vision is independent of the colors and forms. Apply this to everything. How simple it is. But we are obsessed with something or the other. Like take a common example, our tongue. Tongue has got two functions, tasting and talking. See, if we control our tongue, see, so tasting means what? The tasting birds have no taste. It tastes all the kinds of taste. But sometimes when we are not well, there is fever and our tongue has become dried up, then what we eat, we don't understand. Hey, what is this useless you are giving me to eat? Because there is no taste. So where we are lost? We are lost in manyness. So we have to come back to the one. Colors and forms are many. Come back to the one, to the vision. Tastes are many. Come back to the taste. Taste buds or the tongue. Slowly, slowly, we will clearly understand that the journey is from the effects to the cause. Now, similarly, words. Words are expression of the mind. Like ice cubes and water. Are they different? Solidified Water is ice. Liquefied ice is water. In the same manner, unmanifest is mind. Manifest is word. So whenever we talk, we go away from ourselves. And talking is about something else in this world. Therefore, many of you must be yoga students, no? Here everybody does yoga. So you also must have heard, yeah, do you sit and should not think anything. You can never achieve that. Try this way right now, not later, right now. Do not talk to yourself for 1 minute. Over. Now, what did I tell you? Do not talk to yourself. Did I say do not talk among yourself? When you don't talk to yourself, you don't want to talk to others. When we are constantly chattering with ourselves, caw, 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 like a poultry farm. Now do the same experiment in a different manner. Get this point. Mind is cause, words are effect. Words are many, mind is one. So now think anything you like. But one condition. Don't use words to think. Can you think? You cannot think. And what is the problem of our life? About mind. We don't work on the mind. We only complain about the mind. See, my mind is too disturbed, I mean, what should I do, Then we go to the doctor, and the doctor thinks, come on, I got a nice person to maintain myself. And then the patients are maintained by the doctors. They are not cured. If the patients are cured, doctor will become patients. See, friends, all these mental problems come because we have only worked by the mind. We have never worked on the mind. Are we not working on the body? As much we are working by the body, we are also working on the body. When we go for long walks, we do yoga, we do exercise, we do running. For what? For what? For earning money? No. We are working on the body so that the body is healthy. Now don't answer this question. Answer I know. It's a common answer, universal answer. Have we ever been taught by anybody, including our parents onwards, how to think? Nobody teaches us how to think. And then this thinking process becomes like a wild growth. And we are fed up of our own thoughts. Then what can we do? Drinks, drugs. And yet we don't understand. When we take drinks and drugs, what we are achieving is a chemical meditation. Slowly, addiction. And whole life is destroyed. Therefore, when we learn the secrets of mind, instead of complaining about the mind, start working on the mind. Now, this is the working on the mind. I have given a name to this yoga. You do this, not talking to yourself for 1 minute. When to start, where to do it. In the morning, when you land on your commode, till your job is done, don't talk to yourself. Call it as a commode yoga. Now observe, where are you? When are you? And what are you? If we are properly working on the mind, then this Mahamantra will tell you what is the simplest way to control the mind. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Now, where are we? We are in the satsanga. When are we? During the satsanga. So, what should be we? The satsangi or the listener. But instead of that, we are going here and there. After this is over, I'll go for a walk. I would like to go for that. Is very good. No, you are here, man. Now, I have been talking for last 50 minutes. 50. How many minutes you have heard me? Huh? Even this is not heard. Because the mind is running here and there. See, friends, it is not anybody's fault. We have never been told that as much we take care of our body, take healthy food, take organic food, don't eat rubbish, all these things, do exercise in the same manner. What we have been taught by nobody teaches us. We know only working by the mind. Now, here is another important thing. Working by the body, we understand. We go to work, we do our job, we get our salary, and we live. Working by the body. But what is working by the mind? Working by the mind is default settings. No reason, but we have to talk. No reason, we have to comment. No reason, we keep on unnecessarily thinking, projecting. No reason, we go in the past. See, all these factors, slowly, when we consciously start working, then we are working on the mind. So, one technique I told you, don't talk to yourself. For 1 minute, you start, slowly increase it, make it 2 minutes. Then, now add one more parameter. For 1 minute, we do this experiment. 1 minute, you are not going to talk to yourself and also listen to silence. Now, let us analyze what happened. When we don't talk to ourselves, mind does not manifest as speech. That is the expression of Kriya Shakti, the dynamism in us. And when we are listening to silence, means what? Silence can't be heard. Then we are indifferent to all the sounds. So, sounds come in our life from two sources. One is from within, second is from outside. Outside sounds we can't do nothing about it. The only thing is remain indifferent consciously. But as regards inner sounds are concerned, stop talking to yourself. The net result is we are in a process of merging in the divine. Something like an ice cube put in a glass of water or in a pot anywhere, and after some time slowly it starts dissolving. In the process of dissolving, there is no hurry, there is no noise, there is no achievement, there is no gain, there is no loss. Exactly this is what happens when we go to sleep. We discard the world, we discard everything. When we discard the world, is it a loss? When the world was ours, if something is ours, then we lose it. What is in this world that is ours? Start from your own body. Is our body created by us? We may have the arrogance, I am a self made man, but the body is made by somebody else. See, the body is not created by us, the body doesn't listen to us. You must have seen two types of people. Those who are fat, they want to lose weight, but when they look at the ice cream picture, they put on 5 kilograms. And the other extreme, they are only agarbatti brand, like a bamboo, and they eat the whole live cow, and yet they don't put on weight. This body I am. So what we do when we are entering sleep, it is the process of giving up. And ultimately, that which has helped us giving up everything, even that is also given up. So the I who was giving up the world, the mind, achievements, failures, friends, enemies, everything is discarded, and ultimately the one who was discarding that I want to go to sleep, I want to go to sleep, even this I is dropped. Then what remains is the divine. Therefore, every day we are in tune with the divine. We are not sinners. Whether we know or we don't know, whether we want or we don't want, we are divine, not to be condemned. Where is the condemnation? Eyes are seeing colors and forms. If the eyes cannot see, condemn them. No. Mind is there. The mind is sleeping. Never mind. Life is there. See. Therefore, neither there is death nor there is hell or heaven. You are the reality. You are the divine. Only discover yourself. When we get out of our deep sleep, how fresh we are. Where from the freshness comes? Like when we go to sleep, we put our phone for charging. So it gets united with the total power and gets fully charged. In the same manner, when we go in deep sleep, we are one with the divine, get fully charged. And again we are ready for WhatsApp. See, be attentive. Last thought. Getting out of the sleep is never a problem. The problem comes getting out of the bed. You know what happens that time? Whole night we were having a very nice sleep, deep sleep. Our battery is fully charged, one with the divine, and the sleep is over. See, like when the battery is fully charged, it gets automatically disconnected. In the same manner, when our battery is fully charged, meaning when there is no more rest required, our sleep is over. But then what we do? We keep on lingering on the bed, first on the back, then on the left side, then on the right side, then on the stomach, and then the pressure develops. Then naturally we get up for the nature's call. And during that long period, 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, there is a term in English, it is called as wool gathering. We keep on gathering wool to such an extent we can make a carpet out of that. Try this. When your sleep is over, bump out of the bed. See the difference it will come. See, friend, give it a try. You are reaching your own divine self. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.